first time I ever encountered the voices was in the DMT flash. The very first time I smoked DMT, I mean, a friend of mine brought it to me. I remember it was a rainy evening in February of 66, and he came to my house, and he was a very odd person to begin with, and he said, I have something you might be interested in. I had just taken LSD for the first time 6 months before and was all gung-ho, and I said, oh, wonderful, what is it? He said, it's a new drug, great, drag it out, what is it, what do you do? He said, well, I don't want to say too much about it, let's just sit down and do it. And he had this glass pipe, and since I hadn't heard of it, I couldn't imagine it was going to be a bigger deal than LSD, because I figured, Life magazine keeps me informed of these things. It's not going to take me by surprise. And I took a huge hit, and it was without a doubt the greatest compressed moment of growth I ever hoped to go through. I mean, I stopped being a Marxist. I stopped being a materialist. I stopped being a rationalist. And it took, 5 seconds? It killed those things. It cauterized them. It burned them out beyond any possibility of ever reconstructing them. Just they were gone. The evidence was too overwhelming, And when I came down, I said, I can't believe it. And that was all I could say for about 20 minutes. It was like ideological shock. I said, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. He said, well, keep doing it. You'll believe it. But the truth was I could believe it. I couldn't stop believing it. And yet I had not been prepared. I had not thought that magic ruled the world from top to bottom, side to side, atom to atom, from first to last. It had just not been in my conception to conceive of that. But that's a very violent way to contact the Logos. What I notice on mushrooms is I come into the place where the potential exists, and I can recognize it. It's when the hallucinations have made the transition from geometric to visionary. You say, aha, now we're getting close to the place. And then I call them. And I think elf calling is actually a tradition in certain cultures. You set your mind in a certain way, and then you say, I'm here. Come in, little green man. Come in, little green man.